And I always wave, first thing in the morning, and I'm sitting there thinking, oh, maybe I can go to the bathroom for a little bit longer or something. Hey everybody, it's Ron with freshbikes.com, and I'm in the middle of my ride for day 3 for my 90-day bike ride challenge. Trying to ride 90 days consistently on my e-bike and just see how that does for me. And so right now I'm right at about 4 miles, slightly less because my odometer on my bike is kind of exaggerates by about 5 to 10%. So anyway, I tell you what, it's getting close. It's kind of a dusk, and there are bits of sunrise, sunset, and a lot of that has settled now. I kind of wish I'd caught it on camera, because this is part of what I love about doing these bike rides. It's just a gorgeous night, and there's something just incredibly peaceful about getting out and enjoying it, And I think that's one of the reasons I wanted to get back to doing this, because it really is true. I mean, my tagline on my website is "Life is fresher from the seat of the bike," and I believe that. I really believe that. I always feel so much better when I'm out on my bike. And so, I'm only on my 3rd day, but I feel good. And one thing that hasn't happened yet, and I don't expect it to have happened yet, is the weight loss stuff. I'm still holding steady at about 342. Actually, about 342.6. So I was up a little bit. But it's one of those things where you wake up, and I always wave, first thing in the morning, and I'm sitting there thinking, oh, maybe I can go to the bathroom for a little bit longer or something. It's crazy where your mind goes sometimes when you're doing the weight loss thing. But here's the thing though about weight loss. I know full well, don't have any delusions whatsoever that just getting on an e-bike is going to do any good. I know that. I look at it as more of a trigger, as more of, okay, this is something that will inspire me, encourage me to do just more healthy things, and so I also know, I believe this full-heartedly, that you could have a fantastic diet and almost no exercise, and you're more likely to lose the weight than if it were the reverse. If you were just absolutely moving all the time, but your diet was just total crap. I think there are a lot of ways that food trumps exercise. But having said that, I think the thing that strikes me right now about doing this right now is that it's more about the discipline, It's making a commitment, going out there every day to do it, and even if some of the other things aren't in line right to begin with, it's kind of like when you start that discipline in one area, it starts to bleed over into other things. So that's kind of the thinking, behind this. That it's not just about thinking, a few miles here and there on an e-bike of all things is going to make a difference. But not by itself. It's more about, I guess, the bigger picture. So that's kind of what's going through my mind with all of this. And you know what? I enjoy this. This is fun. Right now, I don't have anybody on the channel. I don't have anybody watching me regularly at all. I don't care. It is kind of fun, though, just talking to people who might eventually be listening or something. Because I think that I'm in a spot that a lot of people are in, okay? I'm an older guy. I'm a bigger guy. And you get to a point where I've got arthritis in one knee, and that's one reason that I'm doing the bike instead of things like walking or trying to run or anything like that. And sometimes you get to that point where you've put yourself in a spot where you can't do some of the things that you think you ought to be able to do, some of the things you used to be able to do. And sometimes you wonder, am I stuck? Am I done? And this is why I just feel so much like an e-bike is a great way for a lot of people, you know, because it's got the mechanism in there to assist you, to help you at whatever level you are, to help you get started, and you know, to help me get started. And I tell you what, though, you know, and it's not like it's just totally easy. This is a pedal assist bike, and when I was starting to record earlier, and I'm climbing a hill, and I was sucking wind, and even though, you know, the motor kicks in, it doesn't take over. And if I rely on the motor to take over, I think as much weight as it has to try and pull, that poor sucker is going to give out very quickly. You know? So I got to do some of the work here, but that's the whole point, isn't it? That's the whole point, to be able to do what I can. And so I hope for somebody that maybe that says something to you, you know? Maybe that says something to you. And if you're still on here listening, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know how you're feeling yourself. And because I'd love to have these conversations. As much fun as I'm having just talking to this stupid camera right now, makes me wonder, should I start doing live streams of my rides, you know? I don't know if anybody's going to really be interested in doing live streams, but for me it could be fun. So, I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Anyway, I didn't want to make this more than a couple of minutes, and so most of my check-ins I do for 1 minute so I can keep it short enough to put up on, you know, YouTube shorts and things like that. But and it's getting dark and it's time to get home. This will be one of my shorter rides. I'm at 5.3 miles, and probably a mile away from home right now. But I'll still meet that 5 mile minimum, so I feel good about that. Guys, thanks for listening to me ramble on. Have a great evening, or morning, or afternoon, or whatever it is when you're watching this. Take care.